Oh, Lord. Let's try this one more time. I think we've got it this time. I think it's working. So that's good.
It's like Anakin Skywalker said, dude, when he fixed that pod where it Wacer. He said, it's working! It's working! And then he went, Aluminum Matafa, bitch.
You almost made me spit this drink out.
No, that was one of Wes's favorite Phantom Menace lines, dude.
Oh my God! Well, yeah, he just always talked about that line because it's so ridiculous. The line is just ridiculous.
Aluminum Matafa.
Oh Lord! It's the GeekZip podcast. Ryan Zip Christian inside the Zip Cave.
Doing it live.
We're doing it live, but we're not doing it live. We're close, but we're not doing it live. So
I mean, this is live to me. Live, loud, live.
We are live. That is true. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you are enjoying the week so far.
November now.
It's in November. We have a new president-elect.
We don't do politics on this show. We celebrate it and look forward to the future.
No comment on the election? We can comment on the election.
Did you see SNL's cold open? They were all going, we love Trump. We never said anything bad about Trump. That was just that old Michael Che in the fake news.
That son of a bitch. I'm sure that was the case. I didn't watch SNL, no. I wish I would have, but God.
And I had Bill Burr on this week. I haven't watched much.
I know. That's why I need to watch it, because I'm just a huge Burr fan, and he's just, God.
We watched that one sketch where he's the craziest man in Boston.
Yeah.
Looking at those Rorschach tests.
That was ridiculous.
But it's just deviant art, cartoon stuff on the internet, dude.
Right.
You can find some bad pictures on the internet if you look.
That's true.
People just draw whatever they want, dude.
Yeah, whatever they want. They don't give a shit. They do not give a shit at all. So, yeah, we're hanging out this week, and what have you been doing? You been doing anything fun or interesting or anything you want to talk about?
Finished Daryl Dixon's season of 2.
Okay.
How'd
you feel about that overall?
Well, I told you my biggest problem with it was in a few episodes back they killed the cool people, but now there was a plane that Carol got across, you know.
Right.
The plane left with the pilot and the kid, so they're flying back to America, and Carol and Daryl are trying to go from France to I think Britain.
Why?
I don't know. Find a way back to America.
Well, you got to find a way back to America.
I thought he was just going to lead France, dude, since they killed all the people in France. To be like, Daryl's now the king of France.
King Daryl the First. I seriously, I said this last week. I can't believe you're still with that show.
But I guess...
or that franchise, I guess I should say.
There must be a tunnel or something that leads to England.
Well, there's the channel.
Okay, that's what it is.
Yeah, the tunnel. Yeah,
sure.
Yeah. They got a tunnel from France to... They talk about it in Ocean's 11 or 13. One of the Ocean's movies.
There's apparently enough bat guano down there, though, that they all start tripping while they're in the cave. It's got psychoactive effects.
Are you sure the show isn't a fucking comedy?
And now there's bioluminescence growing on all the zombies and stuff in the
So what does that
tunnel.
mean? What does that mean?
It's like the Busta Rhymes black and white video, except with zombies. And you're tripping.
Oh. My glasses are literally fogging up and sweating from laughing.
It was an interesting final episode.
Oh, my God. That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was like, it looked cool. Doesn't have much basis in science or anything, but
no basis in fucking reality. But yeah, it looked pretty cool for sure. So what else you got?
Still watching From and Ghost.
Okay. Are we still happy with those?
Yeah.
Are those good episodes or
yeah,
whatever?
From is on the 3rd season. It still doesn't make any sense.
Well, at least you're honest. I mean, that's important.
Well, that's why we're watching.
Right.
We're hoping it does make sense sometime.
Right. Are you playing anything? Are you
still playing
Zelda?
I got 2 out of 3 essences I need.
Oh, wow.
Like, it's all about the Triforce, right?
The Triforce, yeah.
Yeah, there's these little things called tris, Tris, and they they're restoring the rifts, and I just realized I was like, oh, tris like Triforce.
Yeah, Triforce, right.
Took me a bit on that one.
Right. That's awesome. Cool. As many people know, I've been doing more reels on YouTube.
Oh, the shorts. Reels
shorts
are on Facebook.
Well, whatever. It's same shit. Fuck you. Same shit. And I've been having a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah, you're doing good.
I did one last night where I was getting the show ready.
You've been working hard on that too. Look at these printed out things he's got. It was one of the most organized rundowns we've had in a while.
Yeah, I'm trying to get better. I told you, but my goal is always to get better.
I know. I'm saying good job.
That is always my goal.
I'm encouraging you and telling you, well done, sir.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Anything else you did this week that of merit? Anything at all?
I don't know. I was trying to think about what movies I watched. It seems like they must have just all been forgettable.
That's quite possible.
You ever start watching a movie and get halfway through it and you're like, I've seen this before?
I get halfway through it and go, I don't want to watch this anymore. I definitely do that. But yeah, of course, everybody does. Everybody does that.
I like some streaming things where it's like restart. And I'm like, okay, I've watched this
It's
one
nice
before.
when it tells you that you've been watching it and you forget. That is a lovely feeling, I will say for sure. All right. What have I been doing? You pretty much know, but I purchased Super/Man, the Christopher Reeve Story.
When did you get it? The day it came out? November 5th?
No, I didn't get it the day it came out. I actually got it the day after it came out.
Yeah, I saw it was out on November 8th. And I was like, oh, shit, I wonder if Zip knows that's out. And then I saw your stuff, and I was like, oh, sweet.
Sammy was the one that came and said, Dad, that movie's available. And I was like, well, then I have to emotionally prepare myself to watch it.
Sure.
And, of course, I did put what's it called? A short. I did put a short up, my reaction to the film.
I want to see the behind-the-scenes one with you crying and bawling your eyes out.
That was not recorded. I refused to let her record that. She wanted to. They both actually wanted to record my entire reaction for the entire movie.
Stop filming!
No, I can't. That's exactly what it'd be like. It'd be like the Dateline. It'd be like, I'm sorry. Get up and leave. You know, that's the only way I could do it.
I need a moment.
Yeah. Can we pause? Can we pause for just a moment, please? I'm sorry.
God, that's so rough on those shows, dude. I feel so bad for those people.
Oh, well.
It happens on the Dead File shows, too, when the girl's like, yeah, you guys have entities in your house that want to kill you. And
they want to cut away. They can't take it.
Sometimes they're like, I need a minute. I need to go outside. Jesus. And the husband's like, and she's just crying, and the husband's like, I'm sorry. I'm going to be there for you.
It's going to be all right, baby.
We're going to take care of these ghosts.
It's going to be all right, baby. It's going to be all right.
It's going to be all right, baby.
So, yes, an incredible documentary on the incredible man who is Christopher Reeve.
What's the runtime on that, do you know?
It's only about an hour 45.
Okay.
It's not bad at all, yeah. And again, I want to stress this. It focuses on Christopher Reeve, not Superman. That's important to note.
Sure.
Because they skimmed over some stuff that I thought was really important in his, like, for example, they skipped over the entire Smallville stuff, like where he guest starred in Smallville as Professor Wick. I don't know. I can't remember. Professor.
So you mean just like they left out some cameos or something?
Well, I don't know if that was a cameo. That was like a really big deal. Don't you remember?
Nope.
You don't remember that episode when he came back and he was Professor? He was a professor and he told Clark about his alien heritage.
I don't remember Tony Todd on it either, though.
On Smallville?
Yeah.
I don't either. What was he? Who was he?
Jitters or something? I don't know.
Jitters. What the fuck is a Jitters?
It was in a Smallville episode, dude. I don't know. I don't remember Smallville except the opening song.
Everybody remembers Smallville. We love Smallville.
I used to get Brandon to burn me DVDs of it back before streaming.
Don't say that shit on here. You incriminate yourself.
Statute of limitations is over.
Or so they wanted you to think. So, yes, that was incredible. It is available on digital if you want to purchase it. I paid full price. Hopefully some of it goes to one of his foundations or family, I hope.
Was it 15 or 20?
It was like $25.
Oh wow.
Yeah, or I mean, it's probably gone down now. Maybe it's like $20. Maybe you're right. Maybe 20. I'm not sure.
Normal prices.
Yeah, it was normal. I actually went back. I don't know for what reason. So like Sammy Z has figured out a way to like merge Cush and I's media libraries together using that Movies Anywhere thing. Have you heard of this Movies Anywhere? No?
It's like a media server.
Okay.
That combines your voodoo with her voodoo. Is that what you're saying?
Kinda, for sure. And she owns some movies that I haven't seen in many years that I wouldn't purchase. Well, I would if they were on sale.
I got a nice Clint Eastwood collection the other day.
Oh,
for
really?
Like $12.
That's awesome. What was in it?
Like 12 awesome movies.
Well, can you name any of them?
Probably Unforgiven.
Dirty Harry in there?
I don't remember. I haven't looked at them.
You got to please promise me that you'll watch all of them.
I'll pull it up.
Yeah, pull it up and tell me what you got. And I'm very interested in that. But I ended up watching Sister Act. Remember Sister Act with Whoopi, where she's the nun?
Of course, and the one girl that we talked about her death recently.
Yes, Maggie something. Smith.
Good.
Yeah.
Dame Maggie Smith.
Dame Maggie Smith.
Okay, so I got American Sniper, Dirty Harry, Gran Torino, Kelly's...
Okay, slow down. All right.
American Sniper.
Uh-huh.
This one says Clint Eastwood, a cinematic docu-series or something. I don't know.
Okay, that's bullshit.
Clint Eastwood, Dirty Harry.
Nice.
Gran Torino.
Okay.
I've seen that one.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of the other ones so far.
Yeah, go.
Kelly's Heroes.
Ooh.
Never seen that one.
That's a great one.
Letters from Iwo Jima.
I have never seen that one.
I'm not sure if I have or not.
So I don't know.
$1 Million Baby. I did see that one. The Mule. Never seen that. Mystic River. That's a good one.
Mystic River is great.
Richard Jewell. Haven't watched that.
Don't know what that is.
He's the guy that was the bomber at the Olympics. But he's played by like somebody with 3 names that played the kid on Always Sunny that did Juggalo makeup and then watched the Lethal Weapon movie and then did blackface at the end. Like that. Like that guy's like a serious actor now, dude.
Remember. Yeah, I know.
It's like Hauser, Cole Hauser. Oh, no, it's
no,
not
it's not Cole Hauser.
I know, but
That's
it's some
Wes's
kind of
voice.
3 name like that or something.
Oh shit.
I also got Sully. Haven't seen that.
Okay. Did he direct Sully?
I must have done something with
it.
it.
Oh, okay.
Trouble with the Curve.
Okay. So it sounds like you got a bunch of his new.
And then the last one is Unforgiven.
Okay, well, yeah, you got to have Unforgiven. I own Unforgiven.
So that's
okay, good list. Good list.
For
again,
like $12, can't beat that.
Can't beat that. Again, I definitely encourage you to watch Kelly's Heroes. That's like an old school.
That's the first one I should go for, or Dirty Harry.
Have you ever seen Dirty Harry?
No.
Then you definitely need to go for Dirty Harry first.
All right.
I would definitely do Dirty Harry
I'll
first.
watch it.
That is just an incredible, and it reflects the Zodiac killing. So that's cool too.
There's been a lot of Zodiac stuff on Netflix lately. It
Really?
seems like.
Yeah, I saw that documentary with the kids who.
Yeah, I think there's like 2 things or something. I don't know.
Yeah, if there's something else I haven't watched. I mean, there was a documentary before, but I don't recall.
I never watched the movie either with Gyllenhaal. I heard that's supposed to be pretty good.
Really, oh my God, that's such. David Fincher directed it. It's so good.
That's what my
Speaking
dad
of David
said.
Fincher, I actually watched Seven as well.
Nice.
I always like to go back and watch that. And then finally, another gem that Cush had, Cool Runnings.
Yeah.
Remember that one?
How could you forget? Bobsled man.
Oh,
they're gonna make they're gonna make a movie about that Australian breakdancer, and it's gonna be like Cool Runnings, dude. Breakdancing? What's breakdancing, mate?
She like goes and finds like Paula Abdul in a bar.
Teach you the secrets.
I'm gonna teach you the moves. That's how it's gonna move, baby.
I've heard she's retired from breakdancing.
I would hope
after
so.
all the hate and everything. Oh.
I would hope so, for sure. Oh my God, that's funny. As far as gaming,
I mean, I'd watch that movie
you
though.
said Zelda.
If
I'd watch it. Yeah, I'd watch it. I think we have something here. So Hollywood, take notice.
Yeah.
I think we've got the breakdancer instead of the what was it?
Cool bobsled.
Instead of the bobsledders. Yeah.
Cool Runnings 2.
Cool bobsled.
Electric Boogaloo. I don't know. Electric bobsled? Is that what you said? Breakdancing bobsled? Dude, what if you had to breakdance going down the bobsled track? Like without the sled, you're just sliding down, breakdancing.
Why? I mean, but why?
It might be.
Why?
Get points, dude. You whoever performs the best, you get the score. It's a sport.
Oh God, you're insane. You're absolutely nuts.
Just picture somebody spinning around all the time.
Gonna choke on that water. Oh God. All right. All right, let's get into the show. We do have a lot to get into.
First, like always, some RIPs.
We've got some RIPs. First up, this gentleman, Mr. Tony Todd.
Couple of big
away.
ones this week, yeah.
Big ones. Tony Todd, of course, was in Candyman.
Like Zip says, if you don't know who he is, why are you listening to this
why
podcast?
are you watching this show? Or, listening or watching
whatever,
this,
sure.
Passed away at 69. An actor, horror icon. He was in so many fucking movies, this guy.
Even TV shows too, cameos, and like I said, Smallville, and he was in a few episodes. A couple.
I didn't even know about Smallville. I was like, wow, okay.
He was Baron Samedi in Grimm in like 2 episodes.
And
Making
again,
zombies.
I mean, if you go to this guy's IMDb, I can only imagine the size of it. I mean, Candyman, we know, right?
And a lot of people like to talk about the bees in Candyman, how he got like paid per sting or something.
I would hope because he put all that shit in his mouth. I don't have a picture.
I can't remember if he got bonus for each bee in his mouth or for each sting. Maybe both.
I'd say load me up. I'd be like, load me up. He was also big in the Final Destination franchise. Now I don't know as much about that.
Yeah, they had a name for him, William Bloodworth. I was like, I don't remember his name. I just thought he was the death guy, the guy who explains it.
The Crypt Keeper or whatever.
The morgue guy.
They list some of his films in this story: Voodoo Dawn, Wishmaster, The Graves, Frankenstein, Death House, Night of the Living Dead, the 1990 remake, directed by Tom Savini. Hellfest, Candy Corn, Tales from the Hood 3, and Hellblazers.
And he was what's the bad guy's name in The Crow?
Top Dollar.
He was his bodyguard.
Yeah, Top Dollar's bodyguard. So all our best to his family and his friends.
In The Crow.
That was a rough one. That was a rough one to get news of.
Wasn't he like 69 or something? They haven't said how he died yet.
They haven't said how he died yet. He was 69. We don't have an official cause yet, but again, like we always do, we don't really care.
Sure,
about that,
yeah. I'm not. I was just.
I mean, I don't think it was like suspicious circumstances.
No, I'm just saying it may have been a little unexpected or something.
Right,
you know?
No, for sure.
Not like the next one who was a bit older.
That was one, that hurt just as deeply, but not as much because, as you mentioned, he's a little bit older. Quincy Jones passed away at 91. Of course, he is an infamous music producer.
He was a member of Ray Charles's band. They were friends growing up, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah, he played with Ray, and I think it was like Seattle area.
And then they started producing and stuff. Yep, you're right, Seattle.
Yep. Around the Seattle area they started, and it was a destiny for them to come together.
And then he got together with Michael Jackson.
Produced Thriller, that's correct, and ended up producing the incredibly successful We Are the World, which, of course, went on to provide donations for several different charities. So.
We are... Is that the one Bob Dylan getting mad too?
Yeah, you got to do the Bob Dylan impression where he's just not into it at all. It's just me.
Quincy was going, I can't hear you, Bob. Louder.
She's like, Bob!
And then Bob went, if you would listen.
We love you, Quincy. Sorry, it's not. We kid.
I like his daughter too, and her mom too.
Yes. What's his daughter's name?
Rashida
Jones. Yes. She is.
And her mom was Peggy Lipton.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't even realize that. That's cool. Yes, a famous actress in
The Office, Parks and Rec.
Yeah, and probably been in a few movies. I can't think of any off the top of my head right now, but whatever. But yeah, all our best to Quincy, his family, his many fans, the many iconic musicians he's worked with too.
Yeah.
So
seems like he touched a lot of lives.
A whole lot. All right. So let's get into the show here.
Right along. Some news.
Borderlands.
Lionsgate had a rough showing this year with The Crow and Borderlands.
Yeah, they did not have anything that helped them, apparently.
I mean, it could be worse, though. At least they didn't have Joker, too.
Yeah. At least you're not David Zaslav, which, ironically, we have that story coming up very soon.
Imagine thinking that was going to make money and counting on it to make money. Oh, well. But anyway, Lionsgate has its own problems.
Yeah, no shit. As the CEO says candidly, we reported disappointed financial results. And, of course, Lionsgate.
I think I shared this story and said, make better products.
Yeah, make better movies. Lionsgate CEO John Felthenheimer.
Feltholder.
Failed holder.
Oh,
sick burn.
I'm not going to have a job here anymore. That's his last name.
Not gonna have a job here anymore.
Fellheimer. That's your new name.
Feldheimer. Again, I think it's shitty to put it on one thing. I mean, that's, of course.
Well, it's hard not to put it on Borderlands.
Well, yeah, it's hard not to put it on Borderlands and The Crow. No, I'm saying it's hard to put it on Borderlands and The Crow.
Unless this guy was like, we should do that, and this is how we should do that.
He was, like, directly involved. Yeah, he's like, we need to do this. This needs to happen. Oh, Lord. I don't know. We'll see what happens with Lionsgate.
Don't expect sequels to Borderlands or The Crow.
Borderlands and The Crow is pretty much DOA, so don't be expecting that either. It appears that Channing Tatum left quite a impression on the executives over at Marvel with his Gambit performance, Christian.
I'm surprised.
Are you?
No, I'm surprised that they're not looking into more of the people from Wolverine, Deadpool to spin off stuff like whoever that girl was.
Elektra. X-23?
How about Elektra?
Okay.
Or Blade.
So the refugees, right, that were in the void.
Sure.
Correct?
I mean, that movie made so much money. You're going to have to milk it like that.
I mean, the thing about that is Wesley was Blade for a few times before fucking Deadpool Wolverine. Elektra, Jennifer Garner is her name.
I know.
From West Virginia, woot woot. She was Elektra, had her own solo movie, was in Daredevil. So, I mean, they kind of already had their own spin-off movies.
I know, but I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised to see.
Well, you're all about your thinking is that money rules all, and you have a great point, and I agree with you most times, but I don't know about that. Anyway,
what I know about this one is Ryan Reynolds shared the deleted scene that showed that Channing Tatum's Gambit survived.
Right.
In Deadpool Wolverine.
Yes, we do know that. When asked about it, Ryan Reynolds said, quote, "I honestly don't know what goes on behind closed doors in the bookkeeping sessions at Marvel, but I do know they're obsessed with him in that role." Told that to Entertainment Weekly last week. It's kind of the same situation I went through. Once you show that it works well, that's really what they need. Sometimes they just need to see it in action. Horse shit, they need to see that it's popular and people like it. And it'll make money for them.
Well, that's what he meant, kind of.
Yeah, true.
The popular. Like he's talking about how he did like that Deadpool test reel before they decided to make the movie.
That's an incredible story. If you don't know the story of Deadpool and how all that came together, god damn, I hate this website because all the bullshit that pops up on it. You really need to go back and look at it because it's a really incredible story. It was like a fan reel?
I don't know.
That somebody did something, and it was pretty much the opening scene from the first Deadpool film where he crashed into the car and kills everybody. They did that scene and sent it to Fox and said, "Look, see, it works," but not before they posted it all over the internet and let everybody see it and freak out about it. So again, it's a great story if you don't know about it. Read about it. All right. Robert Eggers Nosferatu is coming up soon, and people are starting to talk about it, calling it gory, creepy, and propulsive.
It's coming out for Christmas.
I love it.
And so if you want to see the
trailer was great.
I'm saying if you want to, they're gonna spoil the hell out of what the vampire looks like if you don't go see the movie Christmas Day.
Oh yeah, oh absolutely. Yeah, like first look is gonna be like the day it comes out for him. The trailer was great. If you haven't watched the trailer, we have it on our Facebook page. Check it out. But it looks great. I love Nosferatu, like the original one from the silent era of the 1920s. And I love the remake that they made in the 60s, I think. So I'm very excited for that. And, of course, I think Bill Skarsgård's going to be an incredible...
I just hope it's better than Witch. I
love The
Witch.
Witch. What's wrong with you? I'm not going to get into this. I love all of Robert Eggers' movies.
Of course you do.
But I'm a fanboy troll, remember?
We know.
Good. So anyway, Christmas Day, I think, is when Nosferatu will hit the cinema.
What better day
Couldn't agree more.
than the birth of Jesus?
All right. What'd you think about this, Christian? Netflix is going to remove almost all of the interactive movies from their library. How do you feel about that?
Doesn't bother me. I'm not.
Yeah, I'm like, why is this news? I don't care. But I mean, I know a lot of people.
I guess if you're into that, if you like that, I mean, it's always been an interesting idea. I've just never bothered to do it.
Yeah.
You remember?
Computer. Lights.
You remember when they tried doing that in some theaters? Like they had theaters set up with controllers so people could like choose the endings of the interactive movies.
No.
I mean, it's only select theaters, but
no,
failed.
I don't remember this at all.
It failed
my
completely.
God. Well, any kind of gimmick in a theater has always failed in my experience. Like they did the Tingler, if you remember a horror movie from the 50s, where it was like
vibrated the seat a little.
No, it was like a small electrical current that went under the seat. Sorry, I've got the hiccups. And it was in that Tickler movie with Vincent Price, and it was like this really complex thing they had to do in the booth of the theater to like make it tingle when the tingler was in the room or whatever. It's Nightmares in Red, White, and Blue is, I think, the documentary I found that out about on. So anyway, again, it says it's going to keep 4 of the interactive content pieces, and that includes Bandersnatch. I don't know what any of these are, by the way.
I remember hearing about Bandersnatch. I think we
Snatch.
talked about it in one episode.
I know.
It was
I
one
don't
of the
remember
first
that at all.
Choose your own thing.
Okay, whatever.
I wonder if they're still going to have their interactive like meditation stuff that they have on Netflix. I turned that on once. I was like, it's like, what kind of experience would you like? I was like, I'll try that.
Okay. Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. Kimmy versus the Reverend.
Never made it that far in Kimmy Schmidt.
Nope, me neither. I don't know who the Reverend is.
That was the guy that locked her up. That was John Hamm, I think.
Oh, okay. Got it. Now I remember. Okay. And Ranveer versus Wild with Bear Grylls. And you versus Wild.
You lose. So if you want to check out this interactive stuff, you better do it before November 20th.
I don't know why you want to. Have you ever done any of that?
No.
The Choose Your Path shit.
I used to do Choose Your Own Adventure books.
I love those books. Those books were so cool. Which way books? Is that what it's like? Which way would you go?
Yeah, and it would say like if you choose this, turn to page such and such. If you choose this, turn to page.
But some options would like get you in a trap where you die or
it'd be
you
like
be
the end
caught.
of the story.
Yeah, those were cool. Anyway, if
Just
you're
doesn't
a
really
fan
work
of that
as
stuff,
movies.
Yeah, I don't know. Who cares? Alien Romulus has its streaming premiere on Hulu. It's going to drop on November 21st, just in time for Thanksgiving.
Turkey busting. It's going to bust out of your turkey, dude. Big alien.
God. Oh, God. I'm getting that in my mind.
Ruin your Thanksgiving meal, dude. That's what I'd be most mad about. I'd be like, can we still eat it?
Yeah. You're like Cousin Eddie. Save the neck for me, Clark. Oh, God. I didn't even know this movie was happening. It's very interesting, but we have our first look at Jack Black in this new film called Dear Santa.
Yeah.
But he doesn't play Santa Claus. He plays Satan Claus.
Yeah, because dyslexic kids have been writing letters to Satan for years. But this time Satan actually answers it.
That's terrible.
And so, you know, I felt
That's terrible.
I felt like he was trying a little too hard to be like Robin Williams in this clip.
A little bit. I mean, he is kind of the new Robin Williams if you think about it. Who the fuck else is going to do this shit?
Yeah, I forgot about getting the body going. Oh, we love you, Jack Black.
I love you, Jack. If you ever want to come on the show. Oh, God. This show's off the rails.
Remember when he played Adam DeMamp's dad in Workaholics? And he's like, come on, son.
Yeah, there's so many fucking roles he's played. Oh, God. Anyway, I guess as Christian mentioned, the concept of this film with him in it is where he's like Satan, and there's an accidental, I guess, misspelling of the word.
Sure, yeah.
And Satan is summoned as opposed to Santa.
It kind of seemed a little bit like Bedazzled, too. That old one with Hurley and Fraser.
A little bit, yeah. I remember that vaguely.
Because it kind of seems like he gives him 3 wishes, and then he'll get a soul after he does 3 wishes. So it's like, well, I'll just ask you 2 wishes, and then I won't do the third one.
Right.
So that seems to be the plot of this movie.
So trying to get out of it with the genie. I got you. All right. So anyway, we'll give you more info on this new film from Jack Black as we learn more about it. All right.
Winter is coming. I just got a text saying that.
Oh, okay. Text from who? I'm interested.
The Yeti website?
Oh, okay, yes. Yeti would be interested to know that winter is coming. You're right. This was an interesting story. Apparently, Nicolas Cage was approached to appear in Deadpool and Wolverine.
But he still had a bad taste in his mouth from Flash.
And again, it's kind of stupid because he wasn't even really in Flash. It was a CGI, which probably took him 15 minutes in a fucking capture suit.
But now he's tied to it forever.
Yeah. Now it's it. Now he will always be remembered for that. No, I don't know. I mean that's what Ryan and Hugh and Sean Levy, the director, say in this story, is that they really tried, but again, he was disenfranchised with the character. Remember, he made that sequel.
I think Ghost Rider
really put a lot into that sequel, which wasn't bad if you like the Ghost Rider comics.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're a regular movie-going fan, it went over people's heads.
Well, I think Ghost Rider wouldn't really fit in Deadpool Wolverine anyway. I think he's too OP.
Too what?
OP, overpowered.
Oh. Yeah, there wasn't, in all the, with the exception of Blade being immortal, I guess, there wasn't a whole lot of gods, in the void in Deadpool and Wolverine. But I can believe it, and I can see where
could that girl put her fingers through his flaming skull? I don't think so.
I mean, again, it was...
it would clearly burn her, dude.
I would hope, but we don't know.
That's hellfire. Hot as fire.
So apparently there were some illustrations that were done of Ghost Rider, Nick Cage, and Ben Affleck as Daredevil. I'd love to see those.
Sure.
But anyway, again...
Like Daredevil and Wolverine, that new sequel coming out.
Yeah.
Remember you mentioned that last week?
I did mention that. It's in talks. It could happen. We
Ben
never
Affleck
know.
and...
We never know.
What's his name? Hugh Jackman. I was going to call him Huey.
Huge Jackman.
Huey Jacks.
Oh, Huey Jackman. Like you know him. All right.
We'll just call him H.
HJ. Oh, shit. All right, so we got our runtime for Kraven the Hunter.
This was pretty funny. I saw this, and I thought it just said 59 minutes. And I was like, wow.
It's an episodic series.
I was like, maybe this is one of those cheap movies I was talking about last week, where it doesn't cost as much as a full-length feature.
This is the experiment that they're doing with Kraven.
I was like, that's interesting. I might actually see that. Nope, it's it's 2 hours, an hour and 59 minutes.
Fuck you gonna do with this guy for 2 hours?
I saw a lot of people dressed up as Kraven at some Comic-Con, though.
It's funny in this clip that we get from this Marvel Updates person who is right most of the time over on Twitter or wherever the hell he posts from. He says that early reactions suggest it's even better than, quote, Venom The Last Dance. And then it's so funny because in the comments, everybody's like, dude, that sucked.
They're like, oh, even better than that one?
Yeah, they're like, no, Venom The Last Dance sucked, which I have not seen.
They're like, it's even better than garbage.
That's why I thought it was funny. It's like, dude, it's so funny when actual trolls
maybe if they
start fucking trolling people.
It's even better than Mystic River. I'd be like, whoa, okay, now that's a big talk.
That's a leap right there. Now you're talking crazy. Come on now. Christian, I thought this was funny because we actually had kind of a discussion about this last week about the direction of the Star Wars film franchise. Well, in new comics news,
it sounds like they're taking the right direction.
They're taking your advice, buddy. And Luke's going to get his own series called what is it called?
Luke's Adventures.
Damn it!
The Adventures of Luke.
The Battle of Jakku is what it's called. Insurgency Rising, indicating it'll be a series.
I think they've been on that planet before.
Well, Jakku's the junk planet where we're raised from.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know this because I play Battlefield a lot, and that's one of the boards.
I trust you.
Okay, I'm glad you did. Anyway, it's going to showcase the events directly after Return of the Jedi, in which Luke pretty much hunts down the remaining Sith in the galaxy and destroys them. It will see Luke take on a Inquisitor, mysterious Inquisitor. No one knows who it is. And it will also include some scenes of Luke taking on a couple of, like, Sith lords that is supposed to be pretty cool.
And then Baby Yoda saves the day.
I don't think that's going to happen.
We'll see.
I know
He's
lot.
my favorite. Just kidding.
I know a lot of people that are into the Star Wars comic books.
What about Baby Luke? Let's see Baby Luke Adventures.
I think he just lay there.
Muppet Babies.
Skywalker babies. Anyway, there's that one, and then I read on down, and there's going to be also a Kylo Ren comic that's coming out that's going to showcase his
angst.
It's funny how bad you hate those movies. It's so funny.
I'm just looking at him like, what is his adventures going to be? Sit at home mad?
It has to do with...
this is bullshit. Fucking Emperor comes back.
Oh, God. Apparently it takes place in between The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker. And so there you go. I probably won't read that one. The Luke one looks pretty cool. But I don't think I'll be reading the Kylo Ren when I'm with Christian on that one. Well, it's that time for that weekly segment, What Did Hulk Hogan Lie About This Week? It looks like the Hulk Hogan biopic at Netflix was canceled, get this, because of contract issues.
It sounds like he gives two different answers in this story. He's like, there was a mispayment, and then I just said, I don't want to do it.
I think it's probably more the former, if I had to guess, is that they didn't have any money to pay for it. Again, it looks like it was in the pipe. It had Scott Silver, who wrote the first Joker film. Todd Phillips attached as the writer and director, respectively. 3-year process that they went through to probably refine and cast and get everything ready to go, and then they missed a payment. I love how Hollywood's now like a pawn shop. Like, you miss your payment, you're out of there.
Yeah. It's all legal.
It's ridiculous. Oh, shit. Again.
But then at the end of the story, Hogan's like, they presented me all this stuff, and I told them, I don't want it. I'm done. I don't want to do this.
Probably because it really talked about.
We're going to report. Yeah.
Go ahead and finish your thought there, buddy.
We're gonna tell your true story. No.
Oh shit.
No thanks. I think he says like that will ruin my life. You guys will get Oscars and I'll be in the trash.
Oh.
No wonder he didn't want to do it.
Oh my God. Oh man. You know what I love, Christian? I love it when Hollywood calls out fucking critics who are just bastards and cocksuckers. Oh, Tom Hanks was in the news recently.
Because there was some critic that talked shit about That Thing You Do, and then 20 years later they changed their tune and said, it's a good movie now.
That's happening a lot, I've noticed, is that a lot of movies from like when it's kind of like the way the 80s movies came back around,
maybe.
You know, for our generation.
I always like That Thing You Do.
I did too. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Don't ask me. But yeah, he pretty much went on what's called a playful tirade on Conan O'Brien's podcast, and he just tore into movie critics, calling them cocksuckers. And it's ultimately time that the decider of a movie's value is based on the movie and not reviews. I completely fucking agree with you, Tom. Power to you.
And he went on to talk about Bachelor Party and working with full bush actresses.
What?
I'm just kidding. That wasn't in that interview. We don't talk about Tom Hanks' Bachelor Party
Tom
movie.
is a national treasure.
Dude, that girl showed full bush. You don't see that in movies anymore.
You just don't do that.
And that one lady, they went to that strip club, the male strip club, and the guy, the dick, had the dick, and they put in the hot dog.
Guy had the dick and the hot dog.
And that girl just kept pulling on it, dude. It's
Dogs are coming in and out.
It's like she had no control. She kept jerking that hot dog tray. It's terrible. Terrible, Tom Hanks.
Oh, Tom
what were you
Hanks.
thinking?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
It's like everybody was doing it. I wanted my own Porkies.
Hey, I love the Burbs and shit.
I still haven't watched that. I need to watch the Burbs.
You had never seen the Burbs?
No,
dude, you have a lot to do with your Clint Eastwood collection and your
Tom Hanks anthology.
Tom Hanks anthology, exactly.
Poor Arthur got trapped in here.
Yeah, now he's trapped.
Arthur the dog. I always want to call him
Cush,
Oliver.
are you up here, darling?
It's okay.
Your dog's trapped in the cage.
He's not barking. He's good. This is an interesting story. This must mean a lot to you.
It does. Giant freaking robot.
Well, just journalism, independent journalism.
Yeah, I mean...
Apparently it's getting pushed aside by Google, I guess. That's what this guy seems to be claiming. Like,
well,
they're not getting listed in search results.
The fact of the matter is that, you know, and we're talking about giant freaking robot. I'm trying to get this graphic to work.
And millions of other independent websites that don't get the traffic that they used to.
Right.
Apparently, they say they got millions and millions of views back in the day, and now they don't get.
Now
they got to close down.
And again, that's because there's so much competition. As you say, there's so much competition out there.
Well, it's not the competition; it's that the big people pay Google to put them first.
Right. Well, it's a different world, and I get that. I mean, but they definitely broke a lot of news that was really, really big back in the day. I love their little picture of the death of Spock being their final image. But anyway, yeah, so for those that don't know, Giant Freaking Robot is retiring its online website. Will continue with its YouTube projects that it has. It relaunched in 2019. Yes. Well, I think that was the original beef, was they were blaming Google for that. But apparently, you know, Google decided they didn't want independent publishers around anymore. Again, this is the editor's article. Most entertainment keywords have now been given to one big company. That's the whole game of keyword payment and pay per click and all that bullshit. So it's a lot harder for independent, you know, reporting companies to compete with the situations and trying to get the story out there first and all that stuff. And
why am I still getting texts? I thought the election was over.
You're still getting texts about the election?
I've gotten two so far. Well, not about the election, but about no kings.
Nice. No kings.
Kings Act.
No kings. The giant freaking robot website will remain online for now. There may be
until hosting costs.
Yeah, until pretty much the host license runs out. I'm guessing.
It's not until I'm done paying. Until I can't afford to pay for it.
Yeah, which is unfortunate. I mean, it sucks. You know, you want to see independent people do well and do good, and you know, it's just not always that way.
Well, reach out to Russia. I heard they got money to spend.
Uh-oh. Getting them fiery.
Well, I mean, Google, if Google controls the information.
Well, we'll see. I don't know that's exactly how it works.
Who controls the past now? Controls the future!
Going straight rage on me already?
Who controls the present now? Not testify. It has to start somewhere. It has to start sometime. What better place than here? What better time than now? It'd been nice to see them, but we were too old for that.
We did see them.
I know, I meant again.
Oh, yeah.
I sold those tickets.
Yeah, you sold them.
After COVID.
Well, it wouldn't have been fun in COVID.
Oh, this is a funny story because I thought of the wrong thing when I read it.
Here, I'm gonna let Arthur out. You talk about this story.
Okay, so Zip had this story about Matthew Lillard wanting to come back to his franchise, and he said it was too violent. I thought he was talking about Scooby-Doo. I was like, what? What happened in the last Scooby-Doo movie that was so violent that Matthew Lillard is like, no, I don't want that. That's too much for me. But he's actually talking about Scream, of course. And he's complaining about Ghostface having a shotgun at one point, saying that's too violent. I just want to see stabbings. I don't know. I don't know.
You're doing great. Keep going.
But I'd watch. I mean, I love Matthew Lillard. Everybody loves Matthew Lillard. He needs more work.
I don't know if he's a national treasure or not. But
yeah,
yes,
you don't know SLC Punk, dude.
Oh God.
I've never seen it either, but I know people love it.
Yes, it's a cult following. My ex-wife loved. God, I hate having to talk about it because I had to argue. I'm not watching this.
Well, maybe you should have.
No, I shouldn't have. All right, let's see what else we got here. All right.
Run it down.
I'm running it down. Give me my mouse back.
I didn't realize you gave me the mouse.
Yeah, I gave you the mouse so you could actually do something, and you didn't.
Damn, I could have fucked things up.
So, yeah, you could have really gone nuts on it. So we talked about Lionsgate earlier and their CEO saying they fucked up. Now we've got Mr. Zaslav saying that Warner may have made some mistakes.
But he's also excited about Trump because he's like, we're going to be able to buy more media companies and take over everything.
Right. I mean...
So one little joke or two ain't going to be too bad for us billionaires.
So here's the thing about that situation is he was talking to the Wall Street Journal, which I understand you have to look at from a financial perspective. So I think
that's the only way Zaslav looks at things.
No, you're I was going to follow that up with, now that's probably the way he looks at fucking everything, but that's what we know, right? Mm-hmm. So he got a question that said your company is trading like a company that's declining in earnings during a call with this, and let me find his quote here.
They said, do you take the blame for Joker 2?
No.
I'm saying that's what they should have asked him.
No.
Like, what happened with Joker 2? What were you thinking? Who signed off on that?
So his quote was, inconsistency also remains an issue at our motion picture studio. Yeah, that's because you won't let people do what they want to fucking do. And you keep trying to fucking get involved.
Have you watched that new show on HBO called The Franchise, where it's like about making a franchise movie? It's pretty funny.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's in it?
I don't know. The one girl,
names?
Stormfront from Boys. She's like a producer. It's like they're making a franchise movie in the MCU, and everything keeps getting fucked. And there's the two actors, dude. He's got an invisible jackhammer, and he goes like this to power it up. Like, does that look cool? Do you think that looks cool?
Wow.
and the director, the AD, and the person are like, no, it doesn't look cool. We need to tell the MCU people that looks stupid. And they're like, nope, just pretend it looks cool. Just pretend it looks cool and go along with it because we're all gonna get fired.
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Big news on the season 2 of Fallout, Christian.
Yeah.
One of your favorite actors joining the cast.
Yes, I did love him in Home Alone and The Bookmaster and
The Bookmaster? The Wishmaster?
There was a book one too, wasn't there?
That was the Wishmaster.
Okay. And The Good Kid? The Bad Kid? What was that one?
The Good Son.
The Good Son. There we go.
My Girl.
My Girl, okay.
Oh, my God. It's sad I know more fucking movies.
I never liked My Girl.
Because he died from the beast?
That's just, I don't know. Although I do like the actress in it. She was in Veep and everything. She's still acting.
Is she still acting?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's in a lot of stuff.
No, I did not know that. Wow. Okay, cool. Good for her.
You probably don't. You would know her if you saw her. You'd be
I
like,
would know
holy
if I
shit,
saw her.
that's the girl from My Girl?
Dude, I'm not dissing her. No, I'm happy.
I'm just saying you'd be like, that? I've seen her in all kinds of stuff, and I never realized who it was.
Does she still look like My Girl?
A bit. I think so. Uh-oh, we got a phone call here.
Who is it?
Jesse.
Oh.
Jesse, you're on the podcast. What's up?
Nothing. I was just seeing if you were coming or not.
Yeah, I'm going to be there after I finish here. I'm going to go home. And
Yeah, we
head
had
up,
to record early. Thanks a lot, asshole.
and then I'll be heading up, okay?
Okay. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye. Banna, his car broke down, so I got to bring him a car for tomorrow.
Is that why you're going to Columbus, or are you coming straight back?
Well, we're going to find out about the car situation. Because his car's in the shop up there.
So you got to stay up there until he gets
Until we figure it out.
His vehicle's on
Yep.
the road. Gotcha.
Yep.
You're a good brother, you know?
Well, he's also got some stuff for me that I might need to borrow.
Cut it.
Cut!
All right. So, yes, Macaulay Culkin has joined the cast of Fallout for Season 2. We're not sure.
Did you like what I said in the post about it?
No, what'd you say? Oh, they left him alone in the vault or something? Yeah, I did. I chuckled. Yeah, I thought it was good.
He wakes
I
up
was
and
like,
everybody in the vault's left him.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I saw that.
They left him frozen in one of the cryo chambers. That would have been even better, dude.
Oh, shit. Oh, man. This was a good story.
But I was disappointed to hear that it just started filming. I was like, come on, get that Fallout out.
What the fuck are they doing with these?
And we're still waiting on season 3 of Yellow Jackets.
When is that supposed to come out? I have been waiting on that.
Everything's 2025.
God damn. It's like...
Yeah, I know.
It's like Faded. That's when everything comes out, 2025.
It's like, remember when it used to be like every year we had the season?
2 things each year. We'd have something in the fall and something in the fucking spring.
Sure.
God damn it. Anyway. Kind of went crazy there for a minute. Christopher Lee, the late Christopher Lee, going to return as the voice of Saruman in Lord of the Wings.
Who's getting paid for that?
Lord of the Rings, War of the Rohirrim.
That makes me hungry for chicken wings, dude. I want some Lord of the Wings chicken wings. That sounds delicious.
Oh my God.
Doesn't it sound delicious?
Lord of the Wings. I hope you open a wing store and that's the name of it. And it's just all themed off Lord of the Rings. That'd be incredible.
Gollum. Just order the Gollum, dude.
The Mount Dune.
Ooh.
This could go all day. I'm not going to get caught on this. They're doing this with archival footage from when he was the Hobbit or when he was Saruman in the Hobbit.
I don't remember that one. That must have been an interesting one. Maybe that's the cartoon.
Oh, you're such a fucker.
Well, who's getting paid for this? I hope they're paying him a fair wage, even though he's dead.
Well, I'm sure. I mean, if it's archival footage, nobody gets paid because he already got paid for it.
I hope. Do minimum wage laws count if you're dead?
No, he paid for it he got paid for it when he was alive.
I hope.
It would be like if I die and they go back and use footage from our old podcast. It's public domain. It's out there. I've already received anything I'm going to get for it.
Well, what if you hadn't published it yet? What if it was lines that you hadn't used?
It wouldn't matter because the company that I recorded for own it. So
I
it
know,
doesn't matter.
But see, in my contract, it says it can be only used for this product.
Well, now you're talking about contractual stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't know
That's
how
what
that
I'm
works.
saying.
I don't think that's how it works.
Well, you
but-
need to think about it because when you're dead, people are going to make money off you unless you look out for it.
Oh, man.
They're going to sell your bones,
Oh, man. You are exhausting.
sell your bones for fertilizer.
You are fucking exhausting. This was very interesting. Apparently, the
We got secret movies.
secret Predator movie that was in the works, in addition to Badlands, is going to be an animated feature.
Yeah, that's
So
cool.
that
I like
down.
that. I like how it said it breaks tradition from all the other ones that were live action.
Yeah, I kept reading through the story and going, "What the fuck are they talking
That is
about?"
the tradition
What's
of
the
Predator,
tradition?
dude. Traditionally, it is a live action movie, okay?
No, I had the same thought, dude. I was like, "What a dumb thing to say."
I think it's time we break tradition, guys.
Oh shit!
But they're
again,
talking about it being an anthology against like Japanese pirates and some other time
I
period.
love that. Again, I think a Predator.
Did I say samurai or Japanese? I meant to
You
say
said
samurai.
Japanese.
Samurai,
You said Japanese.
pirates. Well, I mean, that's what they were.
You made me hit the fade to black button.
Besides Tom Cruise, fade to black after that one.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, we're done. That's here. We're done. I love playing with my video switcher. Anyway, so yeah, we'll see what happens here with Badlands and this new animated Predator feature that's supposedly coming our way. I'm going to have to get that goddamn MetaQuest 3.
For the VR.
Yeah, I'm going to have to make the leap.
They're cheaper than ever. I hope you don't get motion sickness, though.
I don't think I'm pretty good. I was pretty good with Sam's, what do you call it? What the hell was
Oculus?
it? Yeah,
maybe?
Oculus. Yeah, that was Oculus.
Because of the Batman Arkham Shadows VR
Arkham
only.
Shadows officially announced VR only, but
I think it's already out. This VR
It is
one
already out. Yeah, it is
I've
already
seen
out.
people playing it. Somebody tried to like put their batarang through like a prison door and throw it. Like, because you couldn't throw it through the door, but
Right.
if you put your arm through the door and throw it.
shut the fuck up. And it worked?
Nah, the game was like, you can't cheat like this. But it's still cool that you could try it at least.
I love how the game's like, nah.
No, you still got to open this door.
Nah, you still have to do it right. Again,
But now there's going to be more games coming,
right,
too.
right. That is what Zaslav came back and said on that same call, ironically, that he was on.
That
when he
they were
said
going to
that
focus on their big
WB
name
games,
stuff.
right? Which include Batman and the Arkham Asylum series,
I don't remember the other ones they talked about.
Suicide Squad.
No, I meant the other big properties that they were talking about making more games of.
Oh,
Not just Batman, like the other big WB games.
let's see here. Like the Hogwarts
Yeah,
games,
there you
Mortal
go.
Kombat, Game of Thrones were mentioned, in addition to not just Batman, but DC properties. Let's not forget, I'm still waiting on a good Superman game.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting on a good Green Lantern game. I mean, you could do games with all these characters. You can do a Justice League game and pick your character. I know they always say,
That Suicide Squad game went great.
well, no, that's not where you start. It's the same thing with the movies, right? You got to get the main guys right first before you start bringing in the fucking, worthless characters that don't mean shit.
Well, they did get the main guy right when they made the Arkham games, but then they're like, well, let's try making games as They didn't say that. The bankrollers were like, make a games as service game.
Again, I thought they did a great job with Gotham Knights. It followed the same formula as the Arkham games. And all the superhero games can follow that formula. Superman, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman. I mean, you can, again, people just want to be able to step into that character
And fly
however
around
they can.
through rings.
Whatever.
That's what you did in the 64 one, dude. You hit those rings.
I loved that game.
It's supposed to be
was it
terrible.
64?
It's supposed to be a terrible game. Yeah.
You talk about the one based off the animated series?
I don't know, the one where you fly through rings. I never played it. I've just seen videos of it that people talk about it being like the worst game ever. It's like, hey, I'm Superman. I should be fighting aliens. Nope, you got to fly through these circles.
Oh, man. All right, so we got the trailer for
Captain America,
yeah, Captain
Brave
America,
New World.
Brave New World. Sorry, I couldn't think of it there.
New World Order.
And now we're starting to see some of the marketing stuff for the movie. We have a picture here on our video feed. It's also shared to our Facebook page of Anthony Mackie as Captain America.
It's going dark, dude.
What's going dark?
The MCU.
You were talking about the video. I glanced away for a minute. I was like, what's dark? What happened?
No, it seems like Sam's in a tough spot, man. That one old black guy, super soldier,
Dude,
he's like a Manchurian candidate.
That was a creepy part in that trailer. Yeah, if you haven't watched the trailer, again, it's on our Facebook. But it
reminds me a
good
little
trailer.
bit of like Watchmen, the HBO series.
A little bit, yeah. But anyway, the standee that we see here is, of course, it looks like it to be in Spanish, but it is Captain America: New World Order, and then you have Anthony Mackie standing on a platform, or an Anthony Mackie standee, I should say.
And there's plenty of room for you to crowd around and get a picture.
I was going to say everything's a selfie thing now these days.
I enjoy that though. That's better than the old stupid standees I used to put together that were the oversized movie posters in a frame. God, those were so stupid.
Like Face Off. Remember that one that glowed?
I don't know. I'm just about the ones where you built the frame and then you put the big poster on it. It was just an oversized poster. I was like, that's not anything. Just give me a banner if you're going to do that. I don't want to put together this whole stupid box.
Oh, shit. All right.
You know,
Anyway.
I've had dreams about going to like New York and there being like a standee store.
A standee store.
Where you can go buy all the standees from yesterday and today.
That would be incredible. If that was actually the case, that would be incredible.
I always want to go there in my dreams. I'm like, can we go there? And they're like, no. we got
like Clark Griswold.
Got other things to do, buddy.
There's the St. Louis Arch kids.
Maybe
they
if
got
we
an
got
elevator
time.
that goes all the way to the top.
Big
Can we
Ben,
go, Dad?
Big Ben.
No.
What's that one?
Big Ben Parliament.
That's one of Aaron's favorites, dude.
Big Ben Parliament.
Just
oh God,
trapped in the roundabout.
In the roundabout in London. It's such a great film and a great scene. Oh Lord.
Does that say Butt Man on the side there?
There's comments galore. Yeah, I don't know what it means.
Butt Man.
What that's
it's like Batman, but Butt Man, dude.
What that's supposed to indicate.
You know what it's supposed to indicate?
I don't. Actually,
Daniel Craig.
I don't at all.
Okay, so this is an interesting story.
Okay.
Because he sounds like Samantha Irvin a little bit.
Talk to me. Tell me. Go.
He said, I don't give a shit who plays Daniel Bond or whatever.
Daniel Bond? You don't give a shit who plays Daniel Bond.
That's how much he cares about it. He doesn't even get the guy's name right, dude.
I mean, I do not compare this situation to the Samantha Irvin
What's
situation
the
at
difference?
all. James Bond is an iconic character.
Yeah, but he said, I don't care.
Part
it
of an
doesn't sound
iconic
like
franchise.
I'm saying, yeah, so he
part
should
of an iconic legacy.
So he should treat it with more respect.
He's not a fucking ring announcer from a wrestling company.
Yeah, he's higher up than that, is what I'm saying.
I'm saying. So again, I see where someone would ask him about what's going to happen with his career, whereas he just played a character and she is just a ring announcer. Am I not making sense?
I don't know what you're saying. I'm saying
I don't think it's the same.
I'm saying he should have said it's not up to me, not I don't care.
He's 56 too, and he's in the twilight of his career.
Sure. So he should be
again,
grateful. He should be
there's no
grateful
reason that he needs to fucking.
He should be grateful to James Bond and his legacy, dude, and not shit on James Bond.
I don't think he shit on James Bond. I think he simply said he doesn't.
I don't
give a
think
shit who plays him
Samantha
next.
Irving
He didn't
shit
say
on
I don't
WWE
give a shit about
either.
James Bond. He said I don't give a shit who plays him next. I played him as a character. Again, he didn't disrespect the franchise or the series.
Neither did Samantha Irving. That's the whole
Splitting
thing.
hairs.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know. That's your favorite thing to do is split hairs.
Well, I know what the difference is between them.
You're so full of shit.
One's a black woman.
and then you take it to another place that I just didn't even think was possible.
We know who you voted for. Oh, God. All right.
What are you, nuts?
I'm just kidding.
Oh, I find that highly offensive.
You
by
should.
the way.
Welcome to America. We're all offended here.
Oh, God. Stranger Things news. We got some information.
We got episode titles.
Yeah, we got episode titles and a nice little trailer with the sound.
So now you can read a whole theory based on the season that people have extrapolated
I would love
from
to
these
see
titles.
someone's theory from this shit.
I wonder if the actual title of that second one is The Vanishing of Name Redacted. If it's actually name redacted, or if there's going to be a character name.
I think it's name redacted.
That'd be interesting.
I really do. I think it's that's going to be what's on the
actual title,
because that's the title that shows up on the screen. I don't think they're going to go and make new ones.
Yeah, sure.
Right? So it's like, why not?
Yeah. Could
That's
be.
what I think.
Could be.
Oh man.
I don't know if I'm ready to finish it, dude.
Yeah?
I don't like finishing things.
Well, everything must end. At least they're ending it on, and again, not
like I never finished Smallville. How could I? I'm not ready to say goodbye.
Dude, that is Are you serious right now?
Yeah.
You didn't finish the Smallville series at all?
I don't think I finished the last season.
Wow. I mean, I knew at the time you didn't because you were upset that it was ending.
Yeah. I still haven't finished it. There's a few other things like that too.
Wow, that is like the saddest shit that we've talked about in a long fucking time, bro.
Yeah,
that makes me sad, man. You finished Supernatural?
I did.
So why finish Supernatural? That's even more special.
I was more dedicated to Supernatural, though.
You had to see how that ended, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit! All right, here are the names of the Stranger Things episode in the final season.
You're shaking the
part
table
1.
so much. It's making my whole body shake. Did you see that? my arms.
I'm sorry, I am a shaker.
I
apologize. That's what happens when I get to the hour mark. I start shaking.
Oh, I know. I can do it.
So yeah. The Crawl, The Vanishing of Name Redacted in like brackets.
That's my favorite character.
Yeah. The Turnbow Trap.
Ooh.
Sorcerer. Shock Jock. Escape from Camazotz. I assume that's like a play on Camelot.
I was wondering how you were going to say it. It sounds like a
Camazotz.
country. I don't know. Google it.
I think it's a play on Camelot.
I don't think so.
The Bridge.
Is Escape from Camelot? Is that a thing?
No. No one wanted to escape from Camelot. Unless they were like in prison there for breaking the law.
Maybe the Kennedy Camelot, dude, with Jackie Onassis trying to escape.
All right, you could talk about 1960s politics on the show. I don't mind that. I'm a history minor. Anyway, those are oh, excuse me.
You're also a journalist.
Shut up! Let me say the last name.
A lot of good journalists are doing.
The Right Side Up is the final episode of part 1.
And the upside down, bring it up, boom, and turn it all around.
Can you tell we're at the hour mark? Can everybody tell? You can tell.
We
right?
appreciate you guys for sticking with us this long. I can't believe you're doing it, and I love you for it.
We have our first look at the new
Venom
cover
Carnage.
of Carnage. Venom Carnage.
Well, because he's Eddie Brock.
Eddie Brock is the new Carnage. He has accepted the symbiote that is known as Carnage.
They're worried he's going to kill people because apparently Carnage, the symbiote, loves killing people. Why is that? Why is the symbiote such a killer, dude? I don't understand. He hates us.
So one could say that the Carnage symbiote is a spawn of the Venom symbiote.
It's like the worst of the Venom.
Correct. So that is kind of how I always would look at it, but I don't know. What's interesting is this will change kind of the relationship of Carnage and Venom because they've always been almost opposites. So we do have our cover of the first issue up on the screen, and we have the story on our Facebook page.
I thought you were going to say it makes Venom and Carnage like Eskimo brothers since they both screwed over Eddie Brock. Eddie Brock.
Old Eddie. Again, that comic is set to hit. When is it set to hit?
I still got to watch the third Carnage.
Yeah, I do too.
Venom movie, whatever. What was
Venom.
it called? Last Dance? Yeah.
The Last Dance. I don't have a date. I should, but I don't.
Comic Book Day.
It might be Free Comic Book Day.
It's
That's
always
usually when they drop something big.
They dropped it. Dropped it like it's
It's
hot.
probably already out. February 12th, 2025. Ha! Found it.
6 days before my birthday, for those wondering.
Oh, I'll get you the issue for your birthday. Perfect. Perfect. All right. So we got Tom Welling.
Yeah,
in
this
the
is why I was
news.
thinking about it, because I hadn't finished the Smallville, and we're talking about the ending of Smallville. And I'm like, I don't know what they're talking about. I
Well,
never
that's
finished.
your fault, because you should have seen it and you should have watched it. Tom Welling was recently asked, because they are developing him and Michael Rosenbaum a
I've been watching
Smallville
some
animated series.
Some of Rosenbaum's podcasts a bit.
He's got a good one. I like
He had
Michael's.
DJ Qualls on there.
Mm-hmm. He's had a lot of people. He's had a lot of famous people on there. But anyway, he was asked about the original ending that was supposed to be for Smallville.
Maybe you could explain it to me, because I couldn't really understand it reading this.
Okay, let's throw we're going to throw the quote up here from Tom. Hopefully you can see it. Okay, I don't think you can.
What are you talking about? In one of the final scenes, Clark opens his shirt and finally leaps off the building. That was written in a completely different way.
So, the only shot, I'm going to shrink. Well, maybe not. I don't think the whole.
Just tell me what happens at the end of Smallville.
I will tell you after I get the quote.
Who cares about the quote? I want to know what happened at the end of Smallville. Did they show him in the suit or not?
No.
See, that's why I didn't finish it.
Kind of. There we go. Now I'm moving it. Okay. I'll put it on the screen and center it here. There. See, now people can read the quote.
Pause the video and read this quote.
The quote says, I remember. The takeaway from that to me was, here's a guy who's going to go out there.
Are you reading the quote, or are you? This
I'm
is
reading
your
the quote,
takeaway? Okay.
and then I'll give you my fucking
Why do you have to
takeaway.
read the quote if it's on the screen?
Because I honestly need to read it to refresh what he says, so I can interpret it.
I want to know.
Okay?
Okay.
God damn, you are a nerve-wracking son of a bitch.
Well, I want to know if he's got the suit on. What is he talking about?
Of course, it's been a long time since I've watched the finale of Smallville 2, so forgive me if I don't know right off the fucking bat, okay? What I remember is there is a situation, and at the end of the show, at the very, 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 very end of the show, he opens his shirt and reveals the S that's seen in Superman Returns. And that ends the show, as I recall. I could be totally wrong. I think that's how it ended.
Well,
However,
what was happening? Why was he removing his shirt? Was there a threat?
there was an explosion
Okay.
of some kind. There was just a generic threat.
Okay. Did he fly?
So that's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting to. In an earlier episode of that final season, it kind of does like this flash forward thing where it shows this plane is getting ready to hit the Daily Planet. And Clark disappears, and Lois runs to the window. And looks out the window, and you can see in the reflection of the glass Superman, Tom Welling, capturing the plane and diverting it from the building. And then it flashes back to present.
Okay.
So that's what I remember about the fly. That's the only time I saw him fly in the suit. as I recall. Again, I could be totally wrong.
But
and then the finale episode was just something happened. He was working at the Daily Planet. So was Lois. It was set up, right? Something happened. Somebody save me. And that was the end of it, as I recall. Now, like I said, I haven't watched, 20 years ago that happened? Or fucking 15, whatever? I don't remember specifically, but that's, again.
But so he's saying he didn't want it, he wanted it to end like that instead of the way it was written?
There was an alternative ending that was written.
Where he jumped off a building?
Where he opens his shirt and leaps off a building.
So this one doesn't show him jumping off a building?
No.
Okay.
He's running through an alley much like
Brandon
Routh did in Return.
Does it like zoom out like he's talking about here, like a satellite image?
No.
Okay.
No.
That's good.
He opens the shirt. That's the end.
I was worried it did a satellite image of Superman. Chloe's watching him.
I mean, I should have probably pulled up some clips and for reference here, but again, it's been a while.
Well, that doesn't sound all that different, I guess. I don't know.
So then there was another situation with the suit where they had written it in that Clark sees the suit, and then it cuts to him actually putting it on.
With the boots.
Putting like the boots on, much like Corn Sweat did in that clip that Gunn released last year. We're supposed to be having that Superman trailer very soon, by the way.
You think?
No, I know. He said it. It'd be sometime around Thanksgiving, I think he said.
It should have been with that Super Slash Man. Super Slash Man.
Super Slash Man. Oh, shit. I don't give a shit about Grand Theft Auto, really.
2025.
Yeah, everything happens in 2025, fall.
I don't think I played Grand Theft Auto 4 or 5.
I can't tell you the last Grand Theft fucking Auto I played, honestly. They all start to blend together, in my opinion. So, there's that. All right, let's talk a little wrestling before we get out of here. Malachi Black is in the news. He apparently could be on his way back
because
to WWE.
For some reason, whenever Malachi Black has a match, it always ends in rumors that he's leaving.
Why? Why does that happen?
It's just funny.
Is it like a purposefully done?
No, I don't think it's just people always are stupid and assume that. Like, did you not watch that video I sent you?
I have not watched any AEW.
It was an Instagram post from him talking about, I'm not leaving. This is stupid. I'm right here. He's not leaving at all. He had his glasses on and everything. People are like, God, his glasses are scarier than his makeup.
So it's a work.
Well, it's just rumors. It's just internet rumors.
But he's perpetuating it.
No,
so
he's
it's a
not.
work.
No, he's not. He said, I'm
like
not.
on TV, he's not?
No.
Okay.
It's because he didn't win. Or he just sat there and got kicked or something.
Okay.
They
made it seem like he almost like laid his boots in the ring.
No, he's done that in the past too. But it's just like I said, it's like every match there's rumors spring up that was he's leaving. He's done. Unlike other wrestlers where they're like, oh yeah, he's staying.
Interesting. All right, Christian, here's your chance to talk about politics. You actually mentioned this last week before the election. Linda McMahon is part of Donald Trump, President-elect Trump's transition team for his second term as president.
She was the head of the small business.
I know they're
in the previous administration. And Vince,
you think Donald will get Vince out of trouble?
Hell yeah. I texted you that. I said so much for that DOJ investigation into Vince.
I thought you were saying into Trump.
No. Well, that's gone too, of course. Yeah.
Right. No, that I know is gone. So I was like, oh yeah, well yeah, I know that. Oh God.
Investigations into Musk. That's over too.
Oh God. I mean, on a personal note, we are so fucking screwed.
Do you think some people think that Vince is the actual father of Don Trump Jr.? Have you ever heard that? I mean, he looks more like Vince than Trump.
I have never heard that in my life, but I can see it. That's what I'll tell you. I can see it. So we, our final story here, we find out that Raw and SmackDown, when they hit Netflix in January, are going to go to 3 hours. This was a rumor.
That's big news for SmackDown if it's true.
I mean, that is huge news because that means you got, and I think this is all related to H's plan to expand everything with the whole, what's it called, the IP?
ID?
The ID program, that's right, the ID program.
I've seen like 3 people get those so far.
Yep. They're not fucking around. I mean, they've apparently been looking. So if you're an indie wrestler out there, fucking stay sharp because apparently they're out there. So we'll see what happens with that. But, I mean, obviously big plans for wrestling coming up in the future. So that is really cool, and that is our final story of the week. I did update our list for Lexington Comic-Con.
There's a new good one. I like that Thomas Lennon guy.
Yes, I'll just go down the list very quickly. Thomas Lennon, Maurice LaMarche, Nolan North, Jackson Rathbone, Maggie Grace, David Hayter, Eric Vale, Robert Paulson, Blake Roman, John Romita Jr., Kyle Starks, Jason Isaacs, Kellen Lutz, Erica Henningsen, Ashley Green, Steve Downs, Amir Tali, Damian Clark, not Damian Leone, Damian Clark, William Shatner, Sandy Plunkett, Christina Alabado, Garrett Dillahunt, Jen Taylor, Peter Fasanelli, and Danny Trejo.
You know who Thomas Lennon is, right? The Reno 911 Sergeant Lieutenant Dangle and all the other stuff he's been in. He was in Out Cold, too. Remember, he was in Out Cold?
Hot Tub Time Machine. He was the dog owner in the beginning.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Very important part of that movie.
We mentioned these last week.
Stop yelling at him. Don't yell at the dog. Do you own a BMW?
Don't yell at him like that.
Weren't you the guy, the singer of Chocolate Lipstick? What are you doing these days, man? You were great. So this is what you do now? You get shit out of dogs' asses?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
I need to rewatch that one.
We mentioned this last week. Go ahead and mention it one more time for some meet and greets.
I'm trying to think of what the dog's name is. He's like, sit, dude.
You sound like the fucking thing at the end of the TV shows in the 80s.
Yeah.
Sit, boo-boo, sit. Good dog. Whoa.
Aw.
What was his name?
Ubu, I think.
Bono.
I don't know.
Bono, sit. Bono,
I
sit.
thought it was like Ubu.
No, it's Bono. I would bet my life on it.
Okay.
It's Bono.
Bono.
Paul White, a.k.a. The Big Show, going to be at Appalachian UltraCon and Appalachian Wireless Arena in Pikeville, June 14th, 2025. Ming is going to be at WrestleCade. He's never goes to anywhere. WrestleCade Weekend 2024. Benton Convention Center, Winston-Salem, North Carolina at the end of this month, November 29th to December 1st. Finally, Andy Bursack from Black Veil Brides going to be at our friend Earl's Time Warp at the Ashland Town Center, December 14th from 11 to 2 for a meet and greet as well. And that's going to do it, folks.
It'd be cool to meet Paul White. He looks like a lot of fun.
I mean, I'd like to get my picture with him.
A ton of fun?
Yeah, a ton fun in the sun.
What's it, Captain Insano?
That would be the only picture that I would want him to sign for sure. Don't forget, please head over to our social media outlets, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Search GeekZip Podcast.
Yeah, I saw you tweeted a little bit the other day.
Tweet a couple things. Again, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know.
Again, thank you guys so much for the support as always. Our video will drop 11 a.m. Tuesdays. Podcast drops 9 a.m. on any platform where you get your podcast. Christian, you got anything else?
I'm good, I think.
All right.
I got new glasses too, guys. I don't know if anybody noticed. They're a little bit bigger than the old ones.
Here, let me see them real quick.
Careful. They were like $160,
I need
dude.
to be on your camera. Here we go.
Zip said they're horn rimmed.
They are horn rimmed.
Sure, I'm not disputing.
You're already scratching the shit out of them too.
Am I?
You need to fucking clean them.
The other ones were real scratched up, my old ones. It's funny. I was like, man, this TV looks really good.
Oh.
I was like, oh, it must be the new glasses.
For Christian, this is Ryan Zip. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.